Hello, it's Miss Heather, piano and voice teacher here at Conservatory of the Ozarks. I'm here with
Angelica.
She's a piano student here at Conservatory of the Ozarks. And today, it's her first lesson after Christmas break, 2017. So we're going to do a little review, pop quiz on Unit 4, which we just started before break, and we'll see how much she remembers.
Okay.
I'm sure she practiced for 3 hours every day during Christmas break. Maybe not. It's hard to say. So, this thing here with 5 lines and 4 spaces, what's the name of this?
What? The name of what? Staff?
Staff. That's right. And if you have more than one staff, what's the plural form of staff?
Steve?
Staves.
I keep saying it wrong.
Not Steves. Staves. Steves is more than one Steve.
Oh.
Yeah. And how many lines are in a staff?
5.
How many spaces are in between the lines in a staff?
4.
4. So you can have 2 types of notes written on a staff. What types?
The 2 types of notes? Okay. So
You can have notes written on the line, which is called a line note,
and
or notes
line-
in between the lines, which is called a space note. And music can move in 3 directions on the staff.
It can move up and down, and it can repeat.
Yes, perfect. So music can move up, down, or it can repeat on the same line or space. So right here, what direction are these notes moving?
Repeat.
These 2 right here?
Up.
Yes, those are repeating. And what direction are, it's hard for me to see because it's upside down. What about those?
Going down.
Right, and what about these 2 right here?
Going up.
Correct.
Like
Good.
repeat up and down. Repeat.
So,
Oh no.
on the staff, you usually have a clef sign. What's the name of this right here?
The bass.
Bass clef. And why is it called the bass clef?
It's called the bass clef because it is named after a.
Because it's for low sounds.
Oh, I forgot that.
Because it's for low sounds, and the word bass means low. And there's another name for the bass clef. Do you remember what it is?
Not really.
F clef.
Oh.
Why is it called the F clef? 2 reasons.
Okay.
Number 1, it takes its shape
Take the shape from my old letter F.
from the old-fashioned letter F. If there's like a little line here, that's what an old-fashioned letter F looks like. Reason number 2, it's called the F clef because
It. I don't remember the second reason. Is identical.
It identifies the F line. It identifies the F line. How does it identify the F line? Because the F line goes through the 2 dots. Do you remember that part?
Not really.
Not really? Yeah.
Not
So
very
the
much.
F line goes between the 2 dots. And which key on the piano is the F that the F line is identifying right here?
Okay. I'm not really sure.
Yep, that's one. F3. The 3rd F from the bottom of the piano. So, which hand usually plays the bass clef in piano? Left or right?
The bass clef? Wait.
Is the bass clef for right hand or left hand?
Left.
Left hand. And which keys on the piano fit into the bass clef usually?
It is usually, I think,
Middle C and above or middle C and below?
Middle C and below.
Mm-hmm. Middle C and below. So we have 3 bass clef notes we're supposed to know now. What's the name of this one right here?
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
That is A.
Mm-hmm. Can you find the A on the piano keyboard that aligns with that? Mm-hmm. That's right. A4. And if you weren't sure which note that was, what's the little poem, the little mnemonic device you can use to remember the names of the line notes in the bass clef?
Gummy bears don't fly airplanes.
Yes. How many line notes are there in the bass clef?
6?
No.
Oh, wait. Oh. Never mind.
Gummy bears don't fly airplanes.
Oh, oops. I was breaking it apart.
5. Oh yeah, airplanes. No, airplane is one word. So what is, hold on. Here it is. This one.
F.
Mm-hmm. Which F is that again?
Sure. I think it's that one, maybe.
So if you look, this is sitting on the line that goes between the 2 dots. So you know that's the F, that's the bass clef is identifying. Yep, so there it is. F3. And then we have one more, this card right here.
Oh my. Okay. E? Oh wait.
Nope.
Oops.
How do you remember the names of the space notes in the bass clef? It has to do with mooing creatures eating their supper.
I kind of forgot the part.
Moo.
Cows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cows.
How many cows?
Some
cows? Most cows?
All
cows.
cows eat
What do they eat? Yes, they eat grass. All cows eat grass. So what's the name of this note?
G.
Yes. And where is it on the piano keyboard? That's it. G3. How many space notes are in the bass clef?
Space notes in the bass clef.
All cows eat grass.
4.
Right. Next card.
Treble clef.
Yeah. Why is it called the treble clef?
I'm not really sure.
Because it's for high sounds, and the word treble means
Hi.
high. So which hand usually plays the treble clef in the piano?
The right.
The right hand. Which notes are included in the treble clef?
The
Middle C and above or middle C and below?
middle C above.
Middle C and above. There's another name for the treble clef. What is it?
The I forgot.
The G clef. Why is it called the G clef? 2 reasons. It takes its shape
from
the old-fashioned letter G. You can see it kind of looks like a G, like a really fancy old-fashioned letter G.
Mm-hmm.
The second reason it's called the G clef is because
that The,
It
it identifies
it identifies
the
the G line. The G line goes through the curve. So which G on the piano keyboard is identified by this G line? Can you find it? That's the one. G4. And how do you remember the names of the line notes in the treble clef?
in the treble clef.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the way how we use it?
Mm-hmm. Hmm, 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 hmm.
I forgot.
Hmm, 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 hmm. Uh-huh. Every
good
girl
girl
breathes
fire.
deadly
Deadly fire.
Every girl breathes deadly fire. So boys beware. And how do you remember the names of the space notes in the treble
Space
clef?
notes is in treble. What?
They spell face. They spell face.
No clue.
F-A-C-E. Face. Face.
Oh, I thought you were slapping yourself.
I was. To remind you, face.
I thought you said.
You thought maybe it was slap?
Yeah.
Slap is not helpful. There's no letter S on the piano keyboard anywhere. Face. So, how many line notes are in the treble clef?
Line notes in the treble clef. 4. Wait.
Line notes. Every girl breathes deadly fire.
Oh, I thought you said space note.
How many line notes?
Oh, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many space notes are in the treble clef?
4.
4. F-A-C-E, right? And we have these 3 treble clef notes we are hoping to have memorized. What is this one?
That one? E.
Yes. Which E is it?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
G.
Mm-hmm. Which G? Good. And how about this one?
F.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good job.
Oh.
Well, Angelica did a pretty great job. It's going to be even better. It's going to be even better later. Later it'll be even better because, you know, Christmas break, all the candy, the sugar
I got really
in
busy.
your brain. Yeah, busy.
Yeah, I did.
Present opening. It takes a lot of time, and then, you know,
Yeah. Spending time with
sleeping in,
families.
spending time with family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes people
It
don't
takes up
practice.
your,
Yeah.
you know.
But now it's January. Back to practicing 6 hours every afternoon.
Seriously?
Right after school.
Okay.
All my students practice 6 hours a day.
Okay.
Maybe not all of them. Maybe none of them. It's hard to say. Well, thanks for watching. Good job, Angelica.
Thanks.